What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, welcome to the stream. We're back at it again with a little bit more of Tourist Bus Simulator. Now, of course, we are all highly anticipating the Unreal 5 engine upgrade, not just for console side of it as well, but for PC too. And I just wanted to get into a little bit of information as to really what's going on, more specifically with the Xbox side of things. Now, I haven't actually heard any or seen any problems with the PlayStation side of things as far, but that's not to say that this issue hasn't occurred on both sides. But we will be talking a little bit into what's going on with the Xbox side of things at the moment, and we'll also be doing a few routes here and there, and just going about it and just enjoying the drive for what it is, really. But like I say, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. I'm not doing too bad myself, still a bit run down, but you know, it's not going to stop the streams. We're going to keep going. But yeah, without further ado, like I say, let's jump straight into it, shall we? So at the moment, there seems to be a bit of an issue with the Xbox side of things. Now, of course, there's been issues on both sides of the game. Whatever platform that you play on with this game, if it's not one thing, it's another. You know, there's always something going on. There's always a new developed bug which has come through the woodwork, essentially, and it's just exposing, I guess, the already existing bugs which are really sort of hindering the game, so to speak. You know, and like I say, this game's not a bad game, but its sort of health and performance at the moment is definitely showing. You know, it's not doing a very good job at all. And you can really see the game, really see the game suffering, you know, at this point. Now, I don't want to sit here and I don't want to, you know, completely bash it, because like I said, I have had a lot of fun playing this game, up until the point of obviously where I lost my save data. I mean, essentially that's the nitty gritty. That's where it comes down, you know, to that wire of, you know, we all like it until things go wrong, and that's generally the, you know, the common sense of it. But yeah, there seems to be a bit of an issue with the Xbox side of it. Now, some people, they're having problems with, you know, not being able to walk around, that kind of stuff, being stuck, or just walking straight forward without any like input on the controller. And of course, being jammed and freezing whilst being on the phone or the map. Now, they have responded to this. There have been a few emails, you know, to Aerosoft and to Zero Games as well, and this is where it gets a little bit. This is where it gets a little bit. I don't know, a little bit strange, because of course Zero Games are responsible for the port. They're the people behind the port from, you know, obviously PC to the console side of it. Now, in this dilemma, they have said in this email back that they have found the current issue and are going to be releasing a hotfix for it. Now, there was a gentleman that I came across, and he provided me with a little bit of information as to what his emails entailed, and the sort of conversation which he had not only with Zero Games but with Aerosoft as well. Now, in his report, you know, he has mentioned, you know, sent a request in, basically stating the problem. They've responded back with the fact that they've acknowledged what the problem is and are waiting for a hotfix to come out. Now, they haven't really given a specific date, a release date, as to when this hotfix is supposed to be being released, and that is the biggest concern of mine. See, now from Aerosoft's point of view, they have said that the Xbox version from Zero Games, you know, or is from Zero Games, sorry, and because it is a hotfix and not an update, I doubt the PR will post news. Now, I'm guessing when they say PR, they're talking Aerosoft, because obviously they are the publisher, so they haven't mentioned a single thing. Now, this is where it gets a bit strange, because in both emails to Aerosoft and to Zero Games, they both basically blamed each other. So, you know, Aerosoft are saying, "Oh, well, that's Zero Games' problem. They need to address it because they were responsible for the console port." Whereas Zero Games are then pointing the finger back and saying, "Well, no, it's the publisher's problem," and kind of snowballing from there. So, from what I can conclude, neither side actually know what's going on, and neither side have any sort of concrete evidence or anything to support the fact that this supposed hotfix is to be coming soon. They haven't given us any sort of information, and to be completely honest with you, I'm not entirely surprised. We all know the current, like we say, the current reputation of everything with this developer, publisher, whatever you want to call it. You know, we get down into the nitty-gritty side of it. You know, and the one thing that they are consistent with is not being consistent. Now, this doesn't go into, oh yeah, the game is absolutely a write-off, you know, and that, you know, the game's not enjoyable, not playable, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, the core elements of this game are slowly fracturing. These fractures are just getting larger, wider and wider, and it's causing a big issue. It really is. You know, we've already identified over the course of the time playing this game that there are significant issues which are obviously hindering the experience, hindering people being able to enjoy and play the game without sort of having that hanging over their heads that, you know, potentially you could lose it all in the blink of an eye. And I guess that's just something that a lot of people don't really like the thought of. I mean, for me, I really don't like the idea of, you know, you've got the people responsible for the console port, then you've got people responsible for the publishing, then the developing, and none of them know what the hell is going on. Not a single person is basically passing the baton because they don't want to deal with the aggro that's coming from a game which they've all quite gladly put their names on and taken our money for. You know, and there has to be a level of accountability for this. And this is what really does my head in when it comes to games like this and publishers like this in general. You know, fair enough, granted, okay, we can excuse a few elements of the game. We can excuse the fact that maybe, you know, things aren't always simple and things do take time. You know, absolutely, I understand that part. You know, these things do take time and money. That's great. But when you can't even get your basic information correct across all of your channels, that's when things start to take a bit of a dodgy turn for me. If one person is just trying to blame the other for something that they are all consistently a part, it doesn't really leave an awful lot of faith in in the fact that, you know, they're bringing out firm bus, they're doing this, they're doing that. I'm just running them all over. I don't really care, to be honest. But yeah, that's basically all it's coming down to. You know, we do have, obviously we do have the thought of, you know, it coming to, you know, Unreal Engine 5, and, you know, they're getting everything up, you know, up to scratch and things like that. But they can't even pose in the latest hot fixes, let alone introducing a completely new engine. It's just, you've got to ask these questions. You know, and I'm not really bothered if people unsubscribe from me based on my opinion. I don't care what really people say about the things that I've mentioned. If you don't like it, go somewhere else and watch it. It's as simple as that. You know, I'm not going to sit here and lie to people, and I'm not going to sit here and take away my truth of my experience just because some people don't like it. You know, that's not what's going to happen here. At the end of the day, they really need to sort themselves out. They really do. There's no denying it. Whether people agree with me or not, it bears no relevance. These guys are extremely slack for what they're trying to achieve.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Hello there. Can I ride with this? Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Hola.
It just makes me laugh that they have the cheek to say that it's not their responsibility, or they have no information based on a game which they've quite happily put their name on. Do you know what I mean? If anybody in the right type of mind, you know, puts their name on something, they at least want, you know, they at least want it to be creditable. This is the crazy bit. It's just your money. That's all they're interested in. It's a great idea. Lunchtime talk. You know. Oh yeah, we'll create a new game. Yeah, we will. But it don't matter because, you know, as long as people buy it, that's all that really matters. We're not going to, you know, keep up on track with our updates. We're not going to inform the player base whatsoever. We're just going to keep them in the dark. But it's alright, because we'll bring out a new game soon, and we'll just give them the same regurgitated bollocks which we've all experienced time and time again. That's essentially it. Bit of a rant, not very well. Haven't got a lot of patience for it, to be honest with you, but, you know, somebody's got to say it.
Hi. Can I board with this? Thanks. Hi.
It's a shame. These games have a lot of potential. They do, and unfortunately that is just the idea. It's just a little bit of potential. You get yourself excited, you run with the idea, you know, you give them the benefit of the doubt over and over and over again, up until the point of when it's you that has a problem. You're the one that wants certification from, you know, or clarification as to when an update's going to be coming. You put your comment in, you know, and then they reply to you with some bullshit generic response of, oh, we're working on it, we'll get back to you in the next one, or in the next one, or in the next one. It's a common trend, not only from TML, from Aerosoft. They are the biggest culprits of this, and to be quite frank, I'm getting a little bit tired of dealing with the half-bakedness of, you know, we put our money into these games. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I don't have a voice or an opinion on the fact, because I've covered a lot of videos, and I've highlighted the good and the bad points. You know, so it's not completely negative. You know, partly for me, parts of the game are the problem, and the development and the publishing that goes on behind the scenes are the problem. But actually, when it comes down to it, you know, the game isn't too bad. You know, a little bug here and there, you can dismiss it. But when, like, you've got one side of, you know, Zero Games, the people responsible for the porting, blaming Aerosoft, and then you've got Aerosoft blaming Zero Games, it's just like, what on earth is going on? And it's all there for the public eye to see, you know. And we're sat here, you know, there's people here with the hopes of Fernbus being great for console, you know, and all this stuff, and I'm sat there like, you really need to actually look, because this is what's happening in front of you, whether you like the game or not. It's happening right in front of us. You know, I can't dismiss that. Can't dismiss that, especially when it's black and white in front of you. If any of you guys are actually interested in seeing those emails from Zero Games and Aerosoft, join the Tourist Bus Facebook page. The gentleman's in there, and he's put it on show for everybody to see, you know. So make of it what you will, but I think it's just sad the fact that we're now dealing with this so late on, you know. Xbox, they've had a bit of a rough end with this game right from the beginning, and my biggest sympathies to those that really want to get these, get this game working right, people that want this game to play right, and to this day, the Xbox side of it, with the luggage not working still, and then this problem now where the game is just basically going haywire on people. I mean, it's not acceptable, is it? Let's be honest. The thing is, people believe in these promises and they take it as gospel from people like TML and Aerosoft. Oh yeah, it's all going to be fine, when we get Fernbus out, we'll roll out updates for Taurus Bus and it'll be absolutely fine. No, that's not acceptable at all. That's not acceptable. They can't even bring out the basics of hotfixes, let alone bringing a game up to scratch with an entirely new engine. I mean, come on, it's just absolutely ridiculous. They can't even get the basics out or the basics working, and you just sit there and expect to believe that everything's going to be fine when the Unreal Engine 5 engine, update comes out. I don't think so. I really don't think so. A bit of a rant, I know, and I do apologise for those that do enjoy this game, and I'm not trying to take that away from you. But at the same time, we can't be ignorant of the fact of what's really going on right in front of our faces. And to me, it's important to share that sort of information with you guys as well. It's a long time since we've received any sort of concrete evidence to suggest that there will be an update anytime soon, because they can't even get a hotfix out. They can't even give us a date for hotfixes. So anybody that's playing on the Xbox side of it, I wouldn't hold your breath, because you'll probably run out of it. It's sad, it really is, but this is the reality of the people that we're dealing with. This is the reality of the people which we're giving our money to for half-baked games. How much can you give them before you make a conscious decision? For me, like, it's difficult. It's difficult from my perspective, because I try and give a 50-50 sort of verdict. But when things get really, really bad to a point of where, like, you've got concrete evidence in front of you and they're both blaming each other, that's when things get a little bit sour for me. Despite the fact that the game being a nice busing game to use to drive, blah blah blah, I honestly, I don't know where their heads are to think that it's really remotely acceptable to do this. I suppose once you bought it, and yeah, there's nothing you can do. And because it's sold as a fully fledged title, technically they don't have to update it if they don't want to. So our hands are tied as consumers, essentially. We are screwed either way. If you've bought it digitally, there's no chance of you ever getting a refund for this game, unless you're caught in the early days. But we all know that's just not how it works. Sadly, bit of a rant. It is a bit of a rant, and like I say, for Zero Games as well, and this highlights quite a big issue. It's not just Taurus Bus, it's just console porting in general, as a whole, And like I say, I give credit to people like SCS, the developers of American Truck and Euro Truck. They know that if they was to bring their games to console, things would be wrong. You wouldn't get the full experience, So they actually care about the player base to a point. Whereas these guys, they don't give a rat's ass, Like I've said before, it's a lunchtime conversation that they've all had one day, where they've gone, oh yeah, that'll be a great idea, yeah, we'll get some extra cash out of them, and that's essentially what they've done. It's essentially what they've done. Everything from this game, everything from Fernbus, it's all copy and paste. It is all copy and paste, and unfortunately, when you get copy and paste, all the same problems, all the same bugs come with it. And that's it. I play Fernbus as well, And you know what? For the sake of a later stream as well, what I'll do is I'll actually compare the two. Yeah, so I'll compare Tourist Bus and Firm Bus side by side so that you guys can actually see how lazy TML actually is when it comes to pushing games out. Because everything you see here, everything that's wrong here, is wrong with Firm Bus. That's the problem. And everyone's just blinded by the simple fact of like, oh yeah, you're getting all the free DLC to go with it. Cool. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, more regurgitated, copy and pasted content that we've all used before in a game that's broken. You know, we don't want that anymore. How's it going, Video Club? What do you mean, how to download? What, download Tourist Bus? But this is what I mean. It's so ass backwards. It's unreal. How hard can it be? How many bus and trucking simulating games do you have to make before you get it right? And they can't. They're incapable because they don't do anything new. They just copy and paste one bullshit element from one game to the next. And the evidence is right in front of you. The proof is in the pudding. It's right in front of you. If you can't see that, then I would, you know, wake yourself up a little bit before you decide to push and put any more money into this developer. It's as simple as that. Of course, my opinion, you know, but it's the truth. It is the truth. Probably going to get a lot of backlash from this, you know, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and watch what I say because it's on YouTube. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If anyone, you know, like I say, anybody that opposes what I've said, you know, let me know in the comment section below. You know, I'm an adult. You know, I can have a grown-up conversation about if it's something that you disagree with. But, you know, I obviously do my due diligence and I do look at the information before I speak. You know, I do try my best to cover this game as much as I can because it can be beneficial. You know, unfortunately, some people don't agree with it, but at the same time, it is what it is. You know, you can't please everyone. You know, I just think that it's a little bit disgusting how you can have a conversation between two people that have put their names on a product, but don't want to take any sort of accountability for what's going wrong. That, in a nutshell, should say it all, shouldn't it? Let's be honest. It really should. It highlights so much that is wrong with this game. Look at this, just... I don't know, like I say, I think my mind has been a little bit sort of poisoned by, you know, the negativity and all this sort of stuff. There are a few elements to the game which I do enjoy, don't get me wrong. Not completely bashing it, but there's more things that I disagree with and don't like compared to what I do like, and that's, you know, and there just seems to be, you know, more and more problems coming as time goes on because they're not keeping their games up to date. You basically just got to beg for an update these days, you know. It's ridiculous. Still no hotfix for Xbox though. You know. And to be quite honest with you as well, I can guarantee you that hotfix probably won't come for a little while yet. You know, just like everything else that we've had to deal with this game. You know, the people behind it. You know, we can all argue amongst ourselves, right? But at the end of the day, yeah, they're sat back laughing because they've got our money. At the end of the day, there's literally sod all we can do about it. You know, people say, yeah, well, you kick up a fuss, then that's the only way that we'll be listened to. But these guys don't care. they've got your money. They don't care. You know, sadly, that's just the attitude that they've got. Whether we like it or not, they just don't care. You know? And this isn't a new thing, mind. Like, I'm not just plucking it from thin air. This isn't a new thing. This is something that's been going on for a little while now, you know. And I know that tourist bus is different from on the road, but we can take a pinch out of on the road, and we know what to expect from Aerosoft. Yes, they're not the developer. I know. I've been reminded, you know, several times. But what I'm saying is, it's like they're all in the same sort of umbrella, and we have to treat it as like that. It's not, oh well, we can't blame them because they didn't do that. They've put their name on something and charged you for it. Of course you can. You know, absolute BS. Anybody that tries to defend that, you know, just whatever, innit? You know, it's like people can't even enjoy the game now because it's broken. People can't even do the basics of things now because the game's just, it's falling apart slowly, surely, by, you know, piece by piece, bit by bit, you know. And all those that defend it, you know, you can continue defending it by all means, but when you're sat there and your game fries on you, and you know there's nothing that you can do about it, and you email them and get the same cold shoulder, you know, all we're gonna do is sit there and say, we told you so. It's as simple as that. Right, let's have a look at another shuttle service, shall we? Right, there we go. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Right. You just imagine what the state of Fernbus is going to be like when it comes to console. They're all going to be like, "Yay, Fernbus finally come to console. My dreams have come true." Give it a week, and they'll be like, "Oh, this game's a load of crap. You don't update it. It's the same regurgitated shit over and over and over again." You wait. We all know that it's going to happen. You know, we're just sat there just smiling about it. You know. As much as I want these games to do well, unfortunately that's not down to me to decide that, you know. And if they want to continue to copy and paste and regurgitate the same crap over and over and over again and drip feed people the same BS and lies, then that's absolutely fine. You want to go with it, that's absolutely fine. Yeah. And a lot of people, they do say to me, they go, well, if you don't like it, don't play it. Well, okay, but that's my decision to make. You know, I've paid my money for it several times, you know, and I have right to an opinion to it. You know? Like I say, I don't completely hate the game, otherwise I wouldn't be playing it. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, we've got to understand that, you know, these things do need to be fixed, and it's just, people are just getting bored and tired. I'm getting bored and tired of reading the same stuff, you know, and seeing where it's going, you know, and then all the fake promises on the horizon of this, that, and we're going to do this and we're going to do that, and nothing materialises. It never actually materialises. And when it does, I think, sadly, and this is the saddest part about it, is that if this game does get fixed, and if it does come up to an acceptable standard as what it should have been in the first place, then unfortunately I feel that a lot of people, a lot of the dedicated, passionate people that wanted to see this game succeed, will not be around to actually enjoy it, because people move on to bigger and better things, you know. And that's the reality of it. You know, people aren't going to wait around forever for something as simple as putting luggage in a bus to be, you know, fixed. Just don't get it. Maybe I'm not seeing the bigger picture. I mean, maybe somebody can highlight that for me. But from where I'm stood, you know, they can promise all these things, but their actions aren't matching what they're saying. You know? We're going to give you Unreal Engine 5 for a game. Cool. You haven't fixed the luggage for the Xbox, and now Xbox are currently having issues where they can't even move. But you want me to sit there and believe that everything's going to be hunky-dory, tickety-boo when this brand spanking new Unreal Engine comes out? Really? I don't think so somehow. Maybe I'm just rambling, but that's my general sort of verdict, my thoughts about it. You know, I can't sit here and deny that fact. Even the AI still don't even work. I mean, is that going to be fixed? I think you got more chance of winning the lottery at this point. You know, this is it. It's just the basic core stuff that we want. That should have been working from day one. From day one. But it's not. It's just, like I said, it's just the same regurgitated phrasing responses that we get from these guys. They say the same thing to every single person that has something, and bearing in mind, right, they don't ever respond to people that say positive things about this game. They focus more on reacting and retaliating to people that are negative about it. You go onto any of their groups or anything like that, you'll notice that if you want a response, you have to kind of dangle the carrot in their face. Do you know what I mean? And then you get a response. But it's nothing constructive. You know, it's all just negativity. That's all it is. And if someone goes, I really, really like this game, you know, when are you thinking about bringing out a new update? Oh yeah, I've passed this on to the team. We're working on it. Well, that doesn't answer your question, does it? And they say the same thing to every single person that asks where we are in terms of production, where we are in terms of development. You know, are we going to see working AI? Are we going to have these bugs booted and polished out? Are we going to see this? Are we going to say that? But we don't get those responses. But if somebody goes, oh, your game's crap, I'm never buying a game from you ever again, and then they respond, I just don't understand it. If you don't like the game, we can't choose what games you purchase. Oh, well, that's a lovely response, isn't it? Great attitude towards it. You know, your game's broken. Fix it. We are. I've passed your message on to the development team. Oh yes, we'll be getting around to it very shortly. Yes, of course you will. Yeah. Oh dear. What a minefield, eh? What a headache. In respect to, obviously, what goes on behind closed doors, you know, I'd absolutely love to be a fly on the wall in that room, to actually listen to the things which they discuss, because I bet you they're all laughing at us in a way. You know, anybody that's developed a game in their right mind, if they want it to succeed, at least don't lie and blatantly lie to your player base. That is the wrong way of going about it. Hopefully a lot of you can agree on that, but for me, I mean, it's just a never-ending cycle. You know, and this will happen with Fernbus as well, because these games should have never have been ported. As much as, you know, I want more simulation games to come to consoles, the reality of it is Zero Games, TML, Aerosoft, whoever it may be, they're just not cut out for the job. Evidence is there, clear as day. They should have just left it, you know, because even then, like, I'm playing on the PC version right now. Even the PC version is it's fucked. Putting it bluntly, it is screwed. How's it going, Rocky? Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're doing well. Just on a little bit of a tangent today. I'm on a bit of a warpath, you know. Oh, you can't win, can you? But the buses look nice. Yeah, the dials really make it worthwhile, you know. And that GPS, oh yeah, that GPS, yeah, when it wants to bloody work, you know, it's fantastic. Just really sort of captivates what busing is all about, you know. Just having that lovely orange colour that you can't tell which direction you're bloody going in. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. That's not like me now. Oh dear. Do you know what? I would absolutely love it, yeah, if they updated the fuel stations, because I don't know whether there was any testing done or what, but whoever decided to build them or, you know, develop them that small and that sort of tight and intricate to get into, you know, they need a new job, because there was clearly no testing. You know, I don't know anybody else suffers with this, but you try and get one of those big, like, you know, big coaches in, you know, to refuel. There is no way in hell they tested that properly. You hit everything, you smash everything up, you know. All you want to do is refuel. Yeah, you stay there, car, you stay there. Oh dear. I mean, well, like I say, I'm more than happy to put my hands up if I'm wrong, but I'm only going off of based on like the experience that I have with this game. You know, I mean, it's like I try to put a lot of faith into, you know, you know, on the road. I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. Look where that happened. Aerosoft said exactly the same crap to us. And absolutely, Rocky. Absolutely, I agree with you. The best thing that they can do is just to stop making games, but they won't. They won't. The reality of it is that as long as people continue to buy them, it's not going to stop. Simple as that. It's just not going to stop. Now, if the refund policies were different, you know, it'd be a different story, I would imagine, because they would have been forced to. You know, they would lose so much money that they would rethink. But they're just getting away with it. Daylight robbery. How's it going, Paul House? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. It's just been one of those days. It's just been one of those days. Like, oh, TML, Aerosoft, they are not good for your health. They're just not. You get more questions than you do answers, and if you do get answered, then, you know, count yourself lucky. You're one of those people that have received that famous generic response that we that we've all got. What is going, like, look at the GPS, like, I mean, like, what, how are you supposed to read that, man? Seriously. Pick a direction, any direction, you know. Damn. Like, I haven't even, that's quite funny actually. Right. Sod it, I'll get out. Passengers can wait. Right. Look at this. What's going on here? Oh dear, like, I just needed a little gap, did they? For some scaffolding. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry for the hold up. Bus needs a bit of a wash. Yeah, I've caught onto all of them. I just watched the streams, yeah. Oh, my life. I don't even know what to say anymore. Oh, I've been caught speeding. Oh, let's just add that to it, shall we? As if it couldn't get any worse. I've been fined more money. Brilliant. Oh, just add it to the tally. Oh, but how are you all doing anyway? Thank you for coming in. You know, I hope I'm not boring you too much. It's just there's just some things are just laughable. You know, they get to a point and you just don't know what to think anymore. You know, I just sit here and play it. You know, it's a laughing stock at this point. Just watch your new game bug out with the new Unreal Engine 5 in spectacular fashion. Let's do it. Oh man. You guys do a great job of finding these bugs. I do buy my games based on your reviews. Well, I mean, you know, if it helps you out, man, it helps you out. You know, I've never been one to ever sugarcoat anything, and that's just who I am. But I mean, look at this, right? So the game doesn't even register that I'm on that little highway section. It wants me to go down here. Completely unnecessary. So straight away, the GPS just doesn't know where you are, which isn't helpful, is it? Let's be honest. You know, and you know, I'm going all the way down here, so there's no real use to go down there at all. But it always catches me off guard. Why not just keep it straight line like this, and it just corrects itself? I don't get it. There's another one there as well. Must have been copied and pasted from back up there a little while ago. But yeah, it's just the way it is. Do you know, actually, right? I've been sat there thinking to myself, with the whole Fernbus topic, right? Straight away, they haven't obviously given us an actual price for what it's going to be. I would assume that it's probably around the same sort of ballpark figure as what this game was, maybe 25 quid. You know, I would expect that. But I wonder how many of you will actually buy that and then come to the same conclusion as what they did with this. That's going to be the, like, if there's going to be any sort of person out there that can kind of eat their own words in a way, you know, and admit the fact that, you know, yes, you know, these games aren't, they aren't designed for the console. They should have never been ported over. A lot of people would disagree with that. You know, some people really like it, and I'm not trying to take that away from people. I hear too many YouTubers not complaining but speaking about the game. I really listen. I honestly think they think we're well, yeah, they do. They do. There's got to be, like I say, there's got to be some accountability for these things. But when you've got two emails, one from Zero Games and one from Aerosoft, and they're both basically pointing the finger at each other because they don't have a clue as what's going on, you know, it just makes you wonder, doesn't it? But let's have a look, shall we? Let's see if we can get in here without crashing. Oh yeah, there we go. That's alright, it'll buff out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll do. Yep, nice one. Right. I don't know whether any of you have had this before as well, but I've actually had the filling up sound effect from the fuel station persist after I've left the fuel station. It's rather annoying. Yeah, absolutely, Rocky. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. But yeah, poor House, they're blaming each other. Because of the recent development at the moment with the Xbox version of the game basically falling apart, they've said that Zero Games are responsible for the Xbox console port or PC port to console, whatever, however you want to describe it. Aerosoft have basically said that it's down to them, and then, you know, when that's gone through, Zero Games have then turned around and said, well, no, actually, it's something that Aerosoft have to deal with. So they're basically just pointing the finger at each other. Yeah, sad, isn't it? And in the mix to that, everybody that really wanted this game to work properly, you know, you get some people that still defend them, and that's fine. You know, I'm never going to take that away from anyone, but I mean, it's like, come on, do you know what I mean?
Merci.
Yeah, wrong passenger, great. You can get on though. That was another wrong passenger,
Hello
that's
there.
cool. Well,
Is
I'm
this
not going to
still
take you again. Oh. So where am I actually going? Oh man. Yeah, but that person just had the same... Oh, never mind, whatever.
Ist das Ticket hier gültig? Besten Dank. Mahlzeit. Ist das Ticket hier gültig? Besten Dank.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, carry on.
Hello there.
Hello.
Can I board with this ticket? Thanks.
Yeah, the door's there. Watch your step.
Allô. Ce billet est-il valide
Pineapple
ici?
Club? No, we're not going there, love. Sorry about that.
Servus. Ist dieses Ticket gültig?
No.
Hola. ¿Es este billete válido?
Yeah, it's valid.
Gracias.
Not a problem.
Hey. ¿Es este mi autobús?
Never even heard of that
Mucho
pineapple
gusto.
thing.
Puedo subir. Muchísimas gracias.
Hello there. Is this ticket valid?
No.
Servus. Kann ich mit diesem Ticket einsteigen?
No.
Hola. Está bien mi billete. Muchísimas
Does
gracias.
anybody else actually get like really sort of like this whole process? I mean, it may be just me, I don't know, but I get really bored of just having to click on them all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Allô. Ce billet est-il
it's
valable?
it's
Merci
the
beaucoup.
dialogue as well as the way they
Hello.
speak.
Could you please check my thanks a lot?
It's like
Hallo.
using Google
Könnten Sie bitte
Translator.
mein Ticket kontrollieren?
Hi. Can I board with this ticket?
No, you can't.
Hey. ¿Es este mi autobús? Muchísimas gracias.
Hello. Is this ticket valid?
That is straight up like Google Translate, isn't it?
Thanks.
You sound any more robotic.
Is this ticket valid? Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, should we grab this? Yeah, let's grab that. Another hotel, you know, that we can look at when our game save data just vanishes. And come back to it and collect it for the 50th time. Do 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 do. Right, let's get these these happy travellers to their destination, shall we? Without writing the bus off. Oh, a restaurant. Mm. Yeah, you just hang fire there, pal. Right, you just stay there. Cool. Thank you. Quite proud of that, actually. Best corner I've ever taken. But what are you all up to anyway? How's your days been so far? Mine's been great. Currently dealing with COVID. Absolutely loving life. There's no point braking on a roundabout. There's nothing coming. Oh yeah, there's grass on the roundabouts now. Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible. Just installed a shower. Nice. Oh man. Easy, Tiger. Easy. Everything is lovely. I'm working. Yeah. Great fun, eh, Poorhouse? Great fun. I've actually got a week off myself, but you know, my luck being my luck, I'm ill when I get time off. So, yeah, it's about right, isn't it? Yeah, but I mean, like I can sit here and you know, I can sit here and say that this game could be fixed, and it could be. It could be. I just don't think that they get, you know, the implementation of updates and hotfixes are within a timely fashion. I think they take too long. That's basically the biggest gripe, and the problem is that the longer they take to actually fix these things, the game progressively gets worse, because that's just how it works. I'm a claims analyst. I key hospital claims all day. Ah, fair enough. Well, as long as you enjoy it. Easy work, all that good stuff. You know, I am very tempted. I mean, I said this before. Like, you imagine if they brought On the Road, like, because obviously Aerosoft are partners with TML and all that sort of stuff. Like, imagine if they was to decide whether they was going to bring On the Road up to speed with a new Unreal Engine 5. I mean, they probably couldn't do it anyway because it's made with a Unity engine, but you know, it's one of those things, isn't it? You know. I think their reputation was destroyed with On the Road. And I think now that they've put their name on something else, I think the animosity is kind of transferred over a little bit. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. See how far we've actually got to go a minute. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Oh dear. You know, I think that's what gets me. You know, and I think that's what gets a lot of people. It's just the general attitude that we're left with when it comes to the general sort of topic of conversation when it comes to updates and news and stuff. I think people just get more angry than anything else when it comes to it. Yeah, absolutely, Rocky. Absolutely. You know, and like I say, I try to give On the Road the benefit of the doubt as well. You know, it's just we're just sucked into, you know, the chances of them doing something right for once, you know, and actually getting on top of things for once. Oh, here we go. The bots are in. 3 girls in your city. Oh dear. Only Fabian's fault that is. Goodbye. But yeah, poor house, that's exactly correct. You know, that's after we buy these things. So this is partly the reason why I try and speak as honestly as I can about these titles. Yeah, like it's no, you know, no skin off my back, because at the end of the day, I'm producing content. You know, whether people like it or not, people are still watching it. So, for me, you know, if I can update people and bring people up to speed, or give a genuine sort of honest verdict on how I feel about these games, then I will. You know, and if it helps people and, you know, it helps people save their money, then I'm doing my job, because that was the, you know, that was the point. That is the point. Yeah, Reaper. Yeah, we get them. We get them. Gotta be quick, though. Take advantage of the opportunity. Gotta be quick. They don't hang around for long. That's what I mean. Like, back when I was playing it on the PS5, like, I got quite far into this game, you know, collecting all the collectibles, going around, doing all the containers, you know, doing all the different sort of services, buying multiple different buses, houses, that kind of stuff for my workers, you know, my employees to live in, all that stuff. And then it was removed. And then I tried it again, and then I had the same thing happen. And at that point, I was just disheartened. So when I play this game, I literally just get in a bus and just go pick some people up. I don't care about the money, I don't care about the XP or progression, anything like that, because it's pointless. It is absolutely pointless. And you don't get any benefit from it either, which is another thing. In fact, I've always said it, the more that you do in this game, the further you progress, the more established that you become, that's when things start to go wrong. It's almost like having gear fear, yeah? You ever play anything like DayZ or anything like that? You know, you've got high-end loot on you and you don't want to die because you don't want to lose the loot. But then if you keep dying every time that you find something good, you're just going to give up with it, aren't you? You're just not going to bother. Look at these two. Come on. That's it. You can do it. Bless you. Look at you go. And you. Wow. Look at you go. Oh. AI moving. Come on. That's it. You know, there are core fundamental elements of this game which, like I say, has always let it down. You know, the AI, you know, they've done a good job with the island, don't get me wrong. The buses, well, you know, because they're licensed, they're proper brands. You know, they've got to be up to some level of standard in all, you know, for them to kind of sign off on it. You know, but the buses, the interiors, they don't change. Yeah, Fern bus as well. You know, just copy and paste. Do-do-do. Right. Oh, goodness me. Can't park there, mate. Oh, this bus is going to need some serious repairing after this. Excuse me. I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait for, you know, a creditable developer to actually come out with a busing game or a trucking game that actually works. Look at these lot, look. I see what you're doing. Yeah. Dodgy locals. Yeah, man. So it's literally, it's his fault. It's his fault. Like, he's a bad influence, that fella. You don't want him on your bus. Usually, you get about 5 of them, maybe 6 of them. You know, but they're bad. They're bad influences. I mean, yeah. I've never actually tried this. This is going to be a bit rogue. This is. Right. And if you look to your left. Oh, steering wheel's on a wobble. Don't mind me. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Oh. I've beached it. Oh, goodness me. Sorry about this, guys. Oh, that's a look. Alright. Let's have a look at the damage, shall we? Yeah. Just installed a new lift kit. So wanted to put it to the test. Look at the suspension flex on that. Look at it. Oh, we can stand inside it, look. Wow. I never knew that these buses had floating axles. That's impressive. That is impressive. Well done, TML. Well done. I wonder if we can actually walk. Oh, well, this is a different perspective, isn't it? Yeah, I saw what you were doing there. I mean, surely this shouldn't be happening, right? Oh, now I'm actually stuck. Oh, goodness me. Let's have a look. Yeah, it should be alright. Well, I think we're in a bit of trouble. Oh, goodness me. It's your fault. Yeah, I think that's some decent parking right there. Can't believe this though. I really can't. You know, I don't even know what the reset controls are for PC. No idea. Right, let's have a look at settings. General. Really? Oh, there we go. Backspace. Okay. Well, we'll consider that for future reference. But I think it's put me in the opposite direction. Yeah, it wants me to go all the way back there just to turn around. I don't think so. Not with all this off-road capability crap. I'm going back that way, thank you very much. 5-star rating. Get a 5-star rating on TripAdvisor. Copy done. Leave us a good review. Right, I'm gonna keep my foot down now. And I'm just gonna see how far I can get. Flat out. What did it do? 102 kilometers. That's not too bad. Oh, here we go. You can see why I get so many speeding offences, can't you? What happened to the Alaska? Well, you were talking about Alaskan Truck Sim. I mean, I don't know. I mean, as far as I'm aware, I think it's still scheduled to come out for December. But, you know, I wasn't really impressed, to be honest with you, with the demo, and I know that it was just like a trial, but you know, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I bet you it's put me in the wrong direction. So why? Look, it's sending me. This is crazy. Like, this GPS has got a mind of its own, literally. Sorry to anybody that has come in here to watch somebody, you know, professionally drive a bus, but you know, it's not one of those days today. Whoa, man. Right, there we go. Oh. What we need is a ramp. Oh man. Just need some of that GTA taxi music now. We sorted. Like a boss. There we go. Skirt, skirt. Well, that was a rather pleasant experience. Come on, get off. Ain't got all day. Time is money. Yeah, you ain't welcome back, and neither are you. Well, I think that went pretty well, don't you? You just walked straight through the bus, that's fine. But yeah, guys, like I say, I really hope that you enjoyed the video. I'm going to wrap it up there for Tourist Bus before I go, you know, clinically insane. Like I say, if you did like it, leave us a cheeky like. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down in the comment section below if there's anything that I missed out. But yeah, guys, like I say, until next time, you all take it easy, stay safe, and I will hopefully catch you all in the next one.